What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Ria and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Friday. Fran, it is a great day.
Yeah, it's my dad's birthday today.
Happy birthday, John.
To my dad. He doesn't listen, but it is his birthday.
We got to give him a shout out.
From time to time. My mom listens to like every episode, so
Hi, Laura.
it's more of like when my mom
See you this
listens to
weekend.
something that she thinks is funny or like wants to share, she'll share with him.
Yeah, well, you know, we will be with them this weekend.
Yes.
Which I'm excited about.
Yep. Party time,
beaming ear to ear, thinking about spending time with the Mariano family.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Yeah, you seem real excited.
Oh, I am very excited.
That was sarcasm.
But now, well, because you know what just popped in my head, I was just like, he does never answer. I mean, he does never listen, but like, what if this is the time that he does listen and we're throwing him a surprise party on Saturday? So
Oh, I wasn't going to say that.
no, I know, but
then you
did you
said
see
it.
like
Yes,
it flashed across my eyes?
It did, and
Yeah.
It almost felt like you weren't excited for me to come.
No.
and that's what I was nervous
It
about.
was because in my head I went, oh shit, I actually hope he doesn't listen to this.
Yeah, no, I don't think he will. Well,
Mom,
just tell
don't listen. Don't show Dad this episode.
Don't play this in the car, Laura.
Yeah.
No
Don't.
one tweet about this.
My dad's not on social media.
No,
so.
you won't see it. But happy birthday to Big John. Love him. How's your Thursday going?
It's a quick week. Bachelor in Paradise being 2 nights throws you off. Like
It sure does.
I keep thinking today's Wednesday or like my days are off a little bit. But other than that, good. It's a good Thursday. It's back to being so fucking hot in the city again. I thought we were moving past this, but
I'm cool with it.
ugh,
Whatever.
I'm not.
I think it's just
More like
because
you're hot with it.
yeah, good one. It's because I'm on Long Island, so I'm not like living in the city. So
concrete jungle.
yeah, I get a little time
hot
away
as
from
hell.
it, which I love. I go on walks with my sister every night, and it's my favorite part of my day because we just listen to music, we walk open road, neighborhood, waving at people on their walks, just having a good time.
That's lovely.
Yeah, it is lovely. I met somebody yesterday at the Borelli's pop-up in New York City. This lovely woman, Bobby, who...
Ooh.
Shout out to Bobby. She was like, oh, I was just listening to the recap this morning. And I was like, you know what? I want to apologize face to face. I was like, you were listening to me on the recap? She was like, no, you're fine. I'm like, okay. No, you're lying.
You were fine.
It's just, I want to preface this by saying Tuesday was a long day for me.
Yeah.
Long day.
Yeah. I just need you to commit to watching all the episodes.
I know, but Tuesday was a long day because we recorded two other
Tuesday
podcasts
you
that
did a
day.
shit
No,
ton.
you remember.
We did
We
too
had a
because
long.
we got highs.
We started working at from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. It was
a long
by the
ass
time
day.
I got to the podcast recap.
Oh, you're talking about the recap?
Yeah, I'm talking about
Yeah.
the podcast recap the other night. I was just out of it. And I was saying that we had recorded so much during the day, other shit, that by the time I got
Lot of
there,
talking.
lots of Owens in the system, lots of talking. You just shut down. But I'm feeling great today. Great weekend ahead. Had sushi for lunch today. Should we talk about it, Fran?
You have been eating sushi all week. But yes, you turned to me yesterday, and as I watched you put the piece of ginger on top of your sushi and eat it, and you said, like, oh, I'm going through this ginger so fast, I wish I had more. And I looked over, I was like, why are you putting it on top of your sushi?
Yeah, I thought that you were supposed to put the ginger on top of your sushi and eat it. And I love ginger. I love the way it tastes.
Yeah.
And I turned to Fran and I said,
You said, like, I wish I could just eat it raw. And
Yes.
I was like, you certainly can. That's
you were like,
the point.
You were like, that's the way you're supposed to eat it. And it blew my mind because I had been putting the ginger on top of my sushi thinking that's the appropriate way to eat it. And not
Thinking that
just
that's what it's
raw
there for.
dogging the ginger in my mouth because that's what I want to do with it. And now I know I'm in
Now
the clear
you
with
know.
that.
Now you know.
The more you know.
Yeah, it's, you can eat it however way you want. If you like it on your sushi, go ahead. But it is, I think the, true purpose of it being there is as a palate cleanser. You take a bite of sushi, you have a little ginger, it freshens up your mouth, it gets rid of like the taste. Maybe you have two different kinds of rolls. Say you have like a salmon.
Damn.
Then you have a little bit of ginger. Then you have a tuna, so you have the pure taste of each one. Are you learning this now as
I was
well,
just
or?
like, man, this sounds like pretentious sushi talk.
I mean,
No, I
It's
enjoy
not,
it. I
because
like to
that's
learn.
You mean like the
traditionally
stuff that
the way you're
comes in,
supposed to
like,
do it.
Like it's like the soy sauce packets, and then there's like the
There's
random stuff that
wasabi.
I just like
Wasabi
don't even know what
and
it is.
it's wasabi and ginger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So like I've never even touched that. I was just keep it away from it. Like,
No,
Ginger is actually great for you, like really good for
But
your
does it
digestive
taste good?
system.
Start using it.
It tastes like, it
so
tastes
good.
like ginger.
on the sushi.
Yes, it tastes so good. Like that's what I love ginger. I just had so many clumps
Yeah.
of ginger at my desk for lunch.
It's really good.
That just disgusted you. I said clumps of ginger. It is.
It's a very
really
strong
good.
taste. That's the point. Like it's like it's a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
It's a very strong taste.
Well, the more you know. I want this on record, and I know it's going to sound so obnoxious, and people are going to be like, "We get it, Rhea. We get it." I love drinking.
Oh my God.
I do.
We get it, Rhea. We get it.
I know, but it's more so that I self-reflect on my life, and I go, "You really did not like drinking." You know what I mean? You didn't.
I mean, I had to literally beg you to come out sometimes.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Yeah.
you didn't like drinking.
No.
You were like, what's the point of drinking?
You always talked about how you like smoking, and like I don't like drinking.
Right. I'd be like, I
Yeah.
like smoking so much better than drinking.
Didn't want to go out. Didn't want to drink.
I want it on record. I love drinking.
Put it in the notes.
Put it in the books.
So cool.
Yeah,
cool.
guys, I'm fucking sick.
Really so
awesome.
sick. Congrats.
See, here's the thing. You guys are gonna make me feel bad for this, but like, I'm,
I
fuck
know
it. You know what? I'm not gonna let
most
anybody make
people
me
do
feel
love
bad.
drinking.
It's just that I'm coming to the realization.
Yes.
And that's that. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to be embarrassed. I'm not going to make you guys mock me or whatever. I feel proud that I have come to this conclusion. It took me a couple years.
Guys,
It's
have,
a
you heard,
fun
have you heard
time.
about this drinking thing?
yeah. All the
Fuck
kids,
you guys. Let's
all
get
the
into
kids
the topics.
are doing it.
Whatever. I know.
All these like high schoolers listening who are already drinking are like, what? Isn't she like
Well,
in her 20s?
I drank a lot in high school. That was my thing. I used to be like, oh, I drank so much in high school. I don't need to drink anymore. So then for a couple of years, I was like, nah, I don't really care about drinking. I drank so much in high school, blah, blah, blah. And now here I am back at it. You know what? The listeners will appreciate this. They'll be like, yeah, Rhea, you're living your life. Good for you. So you two can buzz off. Let's get into the topics. Let's get in. You guys are not going to bring my Thursday down.
We're not trying to bring
We're
you
not
down.
trying. It's
We're
just a
making fun of
hilarious
you.
thing that you're 24 years old and you had to make a public announcement that you love
Yeah.
drinking.
What are you, Dana Beers.
Yeah.
No. All right. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. I'm a clown. Let's get into the topics. You guys made me want to jump. Okay. All righty. Fun topics today. Kylie and Travis
And Stormi.
and Stormi. Yellow school bus. They're getting Stormi a yellow school bus so she could feel like a normal kid. Lisa Rinna wants to know why Amelia can't be dating someone like Harry Styles and not Scott Disick. And Kanye West is officially legally changing his name. We also have a great interview with Korey and Olivia, the winners of Love Island. So let's get into it, starting off with Kylie and Stormi. Big fight this weekend, Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley. People have been talking about this because everybody loves to watch Jake Paul fight. Even if you hate Jake Paul, you want to watch him fight. I hate Jake Paul, but I also am like rooting for him sometimes when he fights because he's a fucking good fighter. It's always a good time watching it. And you know that you want to, he's the favorite, and you know that you got to buy it. Showtime pay-per-view. This action-packed pay-per-view telecast will be produced and distributed by Showtime. Obviously, it begins at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The Barstool Sportsbook is the official sports betting partner for the Jake Paul Tyron fight, which is very big for Barstool, big for the sportsbook. So they will have tons of ways to bet fight night all night long with special boosted odds and featured bets. Obviously, this is the main event, but a little reminder for everybody out there, Tommy Fury is also on the card. He's fighting this night, and we all love a little Tommy Fury.
Don't
in
even
our
know
lives.
who he's fighting,
Don't
but I'll
know
be
who
watching.
he's fighting, but we're watching. We're watching. We're going to be together. We will be watching Tommy Fury fight.
Yeah.
So go to Showtime app or go to showtime.com/ppv and watch the event live on any supported device. The event is also available all major cable, satellite, and telco pay-per-view providers for $59.99. So go to Showtime app, showtime.com/ppv, get the fight. So this was kind of a sad story, honestly. Travis Scott got Stormi a yellow school bus.
Is it or is it nice?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
I think it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
They got Stormi a yellow school bus so she can ride around
She's obsessed with the yellow school buses
and feel
right
like
now.
a normal person. She just wants to ride a yellow school bus. I took it as sad. Like, I'm like, there's a few things that are sad with this. The obvious one I'm just going to throw out the window because this is just what people get mad at the Kardashians for, and I don't give a fuck. I don't care what they do. I'm not going to get mad at them. Who cares? But it's like, oh my God, they are so out of touch with reality that they're posting like, oh, all Stormi ever wanted to do was ride a yellow school bus.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, why don't you give Stormi the other problems that the kids on the yellow school bus are riding into school with? Because
Right.
that's not great. That's the obvious one. Throw that out the window though, because we know that
Yeah,
they're not
yeah.
in the same world as us. Everyone needs to fucking accept that because there are people that still won't accept it, and it's crazy. It's sad because she will never know normal life, even if she rides that yellow school bus. And that's, I mean, I guess it's not necessarily so sad for.
sad.
Yeah.
No. I'm just, it's like, it's almost just like,
Poor Stormi. She
No,
has to
no.
fly on private jets.
her life is going to be fucking fantastic. She doesn't need a normal life. When you have a life like that, why do you need a normal life? It's just kind of sad. Because even when you have everything in the world,
It's the sad thing would be like she's alone on the bus with no friends. But
I guess, but I'm just saying when you have everything in
Right.
the
Well,
world,
she's
those
going to have to go to school
do you
eventually.
think that like
those
she'll-
people are sad
3
on the
years old.
inside
but, like
sometimes.
her whole life growing up, it's like, are these people like friends with me because they like me, or just because I'm
Well,
rich
yes,
and like
I've-
my
yes, like
All those kids have got to deal with that, I'm
even
sure.
though they're all rich and famous and they have everything that they could ever want in the world, there's still sadness
money
that
can't
comes with
buy
that.
happiness.
It can, but there's still sadness that comes with it. So I'm saying like a little bit of her is going to feel empty inside at some point. And that's why to me it's a little sad.
Stormi's going to feel empty?
Possibly.
Oh,
why
later.
is this a crazy thing that I'm saying?
No, it's not at all. It's not at all. I'm trying to think, like, and we talked about this on the group chat, like, has she ever actually seen a yellow school bus in real life?
I don't know if they're riding around Calabasas or not. I have no idea.
And this is weird because my thought was like, I feel like she doesn't go for walks. You know, I'm thinking like a Kylie or an Annie or someone putting her in the stroller and walking around the streets. But then I'm like, is she almost too famous where she can't even do that? I don't know. And I'm saying Kylie, I mean, not Stormi, but like
Would you recognize Stormi walking down the street like without
Yes.
Kylie?
1
See, that's
million
that's
percent.
insane.
Obviously, she's
If
got a
it-
recognizable
No, I
face.
know. It's just crazy. It's like,
I
oh my
mean-
God, there she is.
Yeah, it is bizarre to think about.
Like she just thinks
because-
that's normal that like people just know who you are, like walking around.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, now it's true. She is a small baby who, like, anywhere she goes, people will be staring at her at a very, like, she's 3 years old, and everybody probably does it. But to just, like, want a yellow school bus, but she's so cute. Like, you watch the videos of her that she probably watches, like, regular TV or like the Magic School Bus and
I
was
know,
like,
but-
Mom, I want a yellow school bus. What does Travis do? Get her a yellow school bus.
To me, it's crazy though because people are like, "Oh, yes, Stormi got a yellow school bus." It's like it's almost like a Make-A-Wish kid. They're like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
you know what I mean?" Like,
Well, the way Kylie
oh,
wrote the
one
caption
wish
was like, all she's wanted.
is the yellow school bus.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, okay, come on. That to me, why it's ridiculous. But yeah, Stormi is a very cute kid, and it is a
I
nice
feel like Travis
thing to
seems
do.
like a great dad.
He
Travis
does.
does seem like a great dad.
He does. Why is Kylie Jenner like not showing up on Instagram?
She's shadow banned. Is
Oh,
Kylie Jenner shadow banned?
Nope, I was in the wrong thing. I was going through shop. Did Kylie delete the post about the school bus?
Everyone,
Oh
was shaming
no.
her.
Oh,
Wait, she did?
that's sad. Yeah, she did.
Or it didn't get enough likes. She's like, you didn't get me enough
No,
likes.
no way.
Stormi."
No, she deleted it. It's not there anymore.
That picture of Stormi, the other one, 2 posts ago, almost has 15 million
15
likes.
million. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Stormi's fucking famous as shit.
Yeah.
Well, she's
She,
also
like,
just the
moves the needle.
coolest kid ever. She's got like the coolest earrings. She's wearing like a freaking gold cuff.
Oh yeah, she's got great style.
She does. I gotta. I gotta find the original caption. I can't believe she deleted it.
I'm sure you just typed in on Twitter, Kylie Jenner's school bus.
Oh, here we go. All Stormi has been talking about is riding a big yellow bus. Daddy surprised her. And once again, this is saying, plenty thought it was, but that's the reaction. The first thing you said that we have to just get over. Like the complaints were that they're so out of touch and it's so far from reality. But we know that already.
That's what people need to get over with the Kardashians is that they will never be in touch.
Yeah.
You could keep talking about how out of touch they are, which I did. I brought it up. But just accept it. Like some people are so miserable in their own lives, which I get. A lot of people have a lot of issues that they look at the Kardashians and they're like, wow, why can't my life be like that?
Right.
Unfortunately, that's the luck of the draw. That's the way life works. But it's...
And it's wild, though,
It's
because
just
this
like-
really could be the one time for her to be on a yellow school bus.
Fran, you're like so team
but it's wild.
Stormi on the yellow school bus.
I am team Stormi, but it's just
That
like...
sounds like a good TV show. Stormi on the yellow school
Yeah,
bus.
she's
That's
just...
one way to make sure she rides it.
If she does go to a normal school or a regular school for however long, she's certainly not going to be taking the bus.
Showing up
No.
in like a black SUV, all the windows tinted.
Yeah, I wonder if any of the other kids take... No, there's
Getting
no shot.
homeschooled.
But also,
No, they go to school.
But also, all the kids she's going to school with are probably all from like really rich families too.
North, Mason, they all go to school.
Good.
They all go
That
to
makes me
school.
happy.
Mason, you think Mason's going to college?
No, none of these people are
Yeah,
going to college.
no.
These people aren't going to high school.
They don't need to go
Mason,
to college.
he definitely wants to be.
There's no way they're going to high school.
Oh,
No,
they're going to go to high school.
Because then, like, that would be a bad luck for the Kardashians. Like, their kids don't even go to high school.
Charlie
they're gonna go to
D'Amelio
high
didn't even
school.
finish high school.
Yeah,
didn't?
no, but they're she's
At
still in
home.
school at home.
So I'm saying
Yeah.
they're not going to go to a normal high school.
But it just depends on if they like if Penelope decides at 16 that she wants to be a model and like travel the world, then sure. But she might not. Like there's odds are some of them say like we just want to go to school and like not have that life. There's too many of them.
But they don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like Kendall.
You think you think as the moms would all like say like you're not going to high school?
I'm not saying that, but they won't know really what high school is. Like, think about it
They'll
this.
see it on TV. And
Yeah, they
be
might
like,
see it
I
on
wanna
TV,
be-
but
I
I'm
wanna
saying
do
like,
that.
think about it this way: the way
But
Kendall.
they go to school now. But Mason's in like 4th grade.
It's such a
He's gotta be older
different
than that.
world,
He's
though.
like 13.
Yeah.
He's probably like in high school.
No.
I was 13 in high school.
We always look at Mason Disick. He's 11 years old.
Oh, he's 11. Why do I think he's like 15?
No, he's
just
11.
wise
So,
beyond his
he's in
years.
like, what is that? What's 11? 4th grade?
That's like 7. Or
11?
6th.
No way. Are you nuts?
11, 12.
Oh,
I was
wait.
13
I was
in 8th
13.
grade.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, he's probably in 5th grade.
I don't know. That's just my take on it. I'm not gonna go back and forth about it, whether they're going to high school, but I feel like they're not going to high school.
I'd be shocked if they didn't go to high school. Shocked.
I think
Would you be shocked?
Yeah, I think they're going. Just for optics alone.
Or at least to try. 1 year
I
at
don't
least.
think it's their choice. I think it's like the Kardashians. Like, you're going to high school. Like,
We'll see.
There's just so many. I mean, of course, the
imagine
Kardashians.
You're like 13 or 14, and then you're just done. Like you're,
Like, I
you
know
have the
the
rest of your life
the
to go
Kardashians
Done, but
are
they're
a
gonna be working
massive.
early.
working.
I know
Like,
there are totally like different ball. It's like a totally different ball game. Like the Kardashians as a unit, but there are so many very, very famous people whose children like go to school.
I am aware of that.
You know,
I get
and
it.
think about like
but
the whole high school.
but all their
squad.
kids aren't famous.
What do you mean?
Northwest is so famous.
oh.
You know what I mean? Northwest,
no, I
Mason.
get what you're saying.
These kids are so famous. They're like a lot of celebrities' kids are known, but they're not like so famous.
Right.
Like these kids are very famous.
But even I feel like some of the YouTube kids go. You know, what's her face? Why am I spacing on her name?
Olivia Jade.
Olivia Jade.
Oh.
She
Oh,
went to high school.
She's not as famous as
Yeah.
Northwest is.
I guess.
Who knows? They could go to high school. I'm not saying it's a definite not. I just don't see them going to high school.
Well,
But
maybe
for
they want. Maybe
education?
what if Stormi's just like a genius and she's like, I has to go to Harvard and cure cancer.
Yeah, it's very possible.
Like, what if she's just a really smart kid, and it's like,
we could talk about the
Rain decides he
possibilities
wants
of
to
these
be
fucking
a
kids all
rocket
day.
scientist.
I mean, like Kim's trying to be a lawyer. What if Stormi's like, I want to be a lawyer? Like,
It could be.
Yeah.
We could sit here
Kim is trying to be a
and
lawyer.
go through all the
North is like,
possibilities.
oh yeah, I want to go out take after my mom in that way, not the sex tape way.
Just to be like a
One of them's
functioning
making
member
a
of
sex tape.
society, I do think you kind of have to go to high school / like at least get your GED.
Sure, we'll see.
I think it's
what happens.
illegal to not have your kids go to school. I literally think it's against the law.
You are right. I think you might be right.
Like, you have to go to school.
I'm not saying that they're going to get educated. I just don't know how.
They know they could absolutely be homeschooled 100%. Odds are some of them are going to decide that, or school, and kids are fucking mean, and kids get meaner and meaner. They'll probably like, it could go, I don't know how we got here.
I don't know. Anyways.
Stormi on the school bus is how we got here. I had something else I wanted to say, but it was just, I think it was just that odds are she probably never gets to be on a yellow school bus, unless maybe she goes to camp.
Don't get me started.
Should we talk about if any of the kids are ever going to go to camp?
Just fucking
Do you
end
guys
it.
enjoy school buses?
Did you
like-
ride a school bus to school?
For a short period of time, I did, yeah.
Yeah, I
And
always
then you got
did.
driven in.
Then, got driven, and my friends started to drive. Didn't have to anymore after that.
Yeah.
I was on a school bus my whole life.
Really? Not,
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
End of high school?
once I could drive,
yeah.
I drove myself.
Elementary, middle, my school's literally around the block from me. So,
Yeah.
no, they
Yeah.
didn't allow a school bus.
Yeah. From
The best was the last day of
Kindergarten
school.
on.
Everyone would stand up on the chairs and just like chant and be like, "School's over." Like,
There is something about the vibe of the school bus.
yeah,
Good
and
times.
like it's like, oh, the people in the back are cool.
Yeah, I went to
Yes.
such a small school that was like kindergarten to 8th grade. It was all one school, and we were all like on one school bus. So like
sick.
the kindergarten, like the little kids were all in the front of the bus, and the older kids were all in the back of the bus. And
Those
every
little kids
year
in the
you
front,
got to
the ones in the
move.
back just smoking cigs.
Every year you got to move
Kindergarten.
like a little bit farther.
Yeah.
But it was cool because you like if you were in like 3rd grade, like if you were like a kid, like there would be like the 8th graders who like you knew because they would be on the
Yes.
bus with you, and maybe they'd like wave to you like across like
Oh,
if
yeah.
they saw you like at school, and then everyone would be like, oh my god, how do you know that?
Yes. When I was in 9th grade, I would sit with the 10th graders, and it was like, oh, she skipped a step.
Yep. There always is that.
Do you guys ever watch?
I always
Freaks and
forget that
Geeks?
Mason's middle name is Dash.
Dash.
Sick middle name.
That actually is. Sick.
Yeah.
Well, they named him after their stores.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that, but like
Yeah.
just like
Dash
pretty
was the
cool.
name of their stores.
it would just be like put an actual.
Just an
dash in
actual dash. Oh man. All right. That ends that debate. That took a weird turn.
It did take a weird turn.
But I honestly am kind of sad Kylie had to delete that picture of Stormi. Like that people were that pissed about it.
Yeah. I
know?
mean, that's what I'm saying. Get over it.
Yeah.
On this week's Beverly Hills Housewives, Lisa Rinna let us know how she really feels about Amelia dating Scott Disick. She said, why can't it be Harry Styles? Why does it have to be fucking Scott Disick?
Why the fuck is it Scott Disick is what you said. First of all, if you're not watching this season of Beverly Hills, jump on that. It has been so good. One of the best seasons of Beverly Hills in a while. I guess that's what happens when you just like really fall into legitimate legal trouble.
Yes.
And your life falls apart. Everybody else is like, this is the best season ever, and Erica Jane's like, oh good, my entire life crumbled, but thank you all for watching. And it has just been beyond entertaining, and there's been some great one-liners about Scott. We joked like, is Lisa Rinna gonna talk about him? What's she gonna say? And they were joking about, Delilah and Eyal, maybe, getting married. Like they were going through all Lisa Rinna's old dresses. She had this old wedding dress that I think was her grandma's. And Eyal was like, oh, like getting all nervous, whatever. But Lisa Rinna said that Harry Hamlin would be like, okay, if Eyal proposed. Like he approves that couple. He thinks that is a marriage match. And then she goes, can't say the same about Amelia.
Now, do you think Scott Disick kids will go to high school?
So you think So do you think Amelia will be driving Penelope to high school?
Did she graduate high school? Amelia?
God,
Amelia-
I don't even want to fucking know.
Amelia had to have graduated high school.
I mean, what is she, 8?
She had to
19?
have. I really think she went to high school.
Didn't she almost go to college? Or she went to college for a little bit, right?
I think you might be thinking of the Hadids.
Yeah, but Amelia too, I think. She went to college and then she came back. She came home. June 10th, 2019. Lisa Rinna's youngest daughter is officially a high school grad.
Wow, congratulations.
Congrats to Amelia for going to high school. This whole thing is so funny because as much as she's shitting on Amelia and Scott Disick, I do think that she probably knows that Scott has that funny banter. So she's allowed to be like, why the fuck Scott Disick? Because it's
And he's gotta laugh.
Yeah,
He has to know.
I'm sure he's laughing. It's very reminiscent of Kris Jenner.
Yeah.
I'm sure him and Lisa Rinna like just bust each other's balls. I could see that relationship happening. He probably walks in the house, she shakes her head, but still kisses him hello.
Yeah.
She's welcoming him, but also keeping her distance.
Welcoming him, but also like, I
Clean it
hope
up.
you guys maybe don't get married.
Right. She doesn't want her kid to marry Scott Disick. I don't
Yeah.
think I'd want my kid to marry Scott Disick either. No. But maybe there's potential in the future. I don't think these two are getting married, but they've been together a while.
No, but it is such a great Lisa Rinna line as well. It's like, great person to pick, Harry Styles. It's like, why couldn't my daughter be dating Harry Styles? Why couldn't I be dating Harry Styles? She probably asks herself.
That's the question for everybody though. Like, Lisa, you got to aim
Yeah.
a bit lower because Harry Styles is the coveted spot.
Right. I'm sure she's like, doesn't he all have some other, hot British Love Island friends who want to date Amelia?
Amelia's about that bad boy Scott Disick life.
She is. She really is. But it's like, I don't know. I follow both of them on Instagram, and sometimes I think like it looks like they're at the lake right now. They go to Canada, that spot where like I think a bunch of celebs go there, but they've gone there their whole life. I forget the name of it. And she's lake girl. They're out on the boat. They're at a picnic table. It's like they're at a lake. They're doing lake
Wholesome.
life. Yeah, it's very wholesome.
Lake life heart.
And I'm just
Peace
like,
sign.
yeah. She posted a picture like lake girl, and he was like, "You are a lake girl," and I'm just like, well, I don't know what that means, but
Classic flirting.
I just like, is Scott taking some time off to go spend time at the lake with the Hamlin family?
Yeah, I'm sure he is. Taking time off from what?
3 children.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they split the time.
Yeah.
When you co-parent like that, there's gonna be some times where you don't have your kids.
Yeah. I just feel like there's so many times that there feels like there's more times that Amelia and Delilah are together with Scott and Eyal than there are that entire family together. Like, I don't really know how much time Scott Disick and Harry Hamlin have spent together.
Probably not much because I don't think Amelia wants to be around her father and Scott Disick at the same time.
No.
It's just canceling each other out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't want to be around Harry Hamlin and Scott Disick in the same room.
Yeah,
And I'm not even their daughter. I'd feel very confused.
It would be uncomfortable. I am just glad that Lisa Rinna is putting it all out there.
Yeah.
She's not a faker, which I respect when it comes to her own life. Sometimes
Love Lisa Rinna.
Does she get into the drama, mix things up? Yeah, of course, but that's why we love her.
Don't we all?
And I think that's why there is actual genuine laughs that she is actually commenting about Scott Disick, because her daughters are on the show sometimes, so they can't just ignore it. They definitely can't. Kanye West is officially changing his name to just Ye, Y-E, pronounce Ye, like we call him Kanye. And that's it. It's news, but it's not shocking.
It's one of those, I'm bored. I'm trying to make people talk about me.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to do with my life, so I'm changing my name to Ye, even though people already call me Ye. What?
That was what now that we're talking about him, I
the
remembered.
Drake stuff.
The Drake
The Drake
stuff.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up.
That was what, before we started, I was like, I swear there was something else that I wanted to mention. That was it.
Well, Kanye is just acting out of pocket as usual.
And Drake doesn't care.
Drake doesn't care. He's laughing.
Well, yeah, and he mentioned his new song, or Drake had a verse on another song.
Yes.
And he brought it up.
Yes. Kanye released Drake's address in Toronto. And then Drake's posted on his Instagram laughing at it. Drake wins every time. Drake will win every time when it comes to Kanye and Drake, because people look at Kanye like he's a fucking clown now. There are people that obviously still love Kanye. Yeah. Kanye is a very respected artist, and in the music industry, very respected, of course. But he is a clown show at times, and people recognize that. And Drake is just always doing fine. Right. You know what I mean? Drake's always doing okay.
But this is the thing. Neither of these guys are like hard. You know,
no,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is.
Like when they feud, it's like drama queens feuding.
It's like girly shit.
They're like releasing personal info. Like, ooh, Drake's got a kid. Like, ooh, like here's Drake's house.
Well, but
ooh, I fucked your bitch.
I mean, I know that was huge.
Pusha was like more of like a. I think Drake's like, oh fuck, and like he just stopped. Like,
yes, 100%. But between Kanye and Drake, I feel like they have really for the last month or so been trying to like get this feud some traction, and everyone's just like, you guys are like weak. Like it's just funny. Like you're just laughing. Like why? Like Kanye releasing Drake's address, which whatever. That's kind of fucked up. But apparently Drake's address is very easy to find in Toronto. That's something that I learned, that people just kind of like know where he lives, or if you like live in the area, you know where he lives. But it's just like, okay, a little drama.
When Drake and Kanye finally fuck, it's going to be fireworks. Yeah. These two are toying with each other so hard. The tension between these two, oh my God, when they finally have at it, it's going to be amazing.
Imagine if they like do a song together and like unite. That'd be sick.
I guess so, but how many times have we seen that with Drake? He makes a song with Meek Mill.
Yeah.
Okay, it wasn't even that good. Going Bad didn't knock our socks off. So it's like whatever. But Kanye and Drake together would be, obviously they've made some great songs. So listen, one of them released the fucking album.
Yeah.
Drake or Kanye at this point, release your albums. Mm-hmm. Kanye is doing everything but releasing his album. He's changing his name.
Yep.
He's fighting with Drake. Just release the album, bro. That's all anybody wants from you, and they'll talk about you. Yeah. Like, he wants people to talk about him. Release the fucking album and they'll talk about you. That's it. I feel like neither of them want to go first. Just release it, because everybody's going to listen to both anyway.
Drake said end of summer. It's the end of summer.
It's the end of summer, Drake.
Unless he's like, oh, technically end of September.
No.
Like, but it's over. Like,
yeah, they're really doing a little cat and mouse game here, and constantly putting their name out. Like Kanye, like you said, constantly doing stuff where we're talking about him, but the album is still not here. Changing his name, par for the course. I'm shocked he hasn't done this already, honestly, because there are so many people out there that do change their name, especially rappers. I mean, Diddy's changed his name how many times?
Are those all official though? Like legal?
I think so.
Oh, I don't know if he was like, I'm officially.
They
his legal
did
name is
legally.
Puff.
They legally changed it. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I don't get the point. Like, and when does that ever matter that it's legally changed?
He
when you go to the
Diddy's
airport.
Different names through the years. I don't know. So he just actually changed his name legally in May. He went from Sean John Combs, which is obviously was his legal name, to Sean Love Combs. Changed his middle name.
He changed his middle name.
I kind of love the changing of the middle name.
But I do
legally.
think this one might be the only time that Diddy has actually legally changed his name. Puff Diddy, Puff Daddy, all of these other things, I think
We're just like
fans of he's changed his stage name multiple times, though it may be his first legal name change.
It's a lot of work to change your name. I could see Kanye being a real asshole at the airport when they're like, Kanye, and he's like, it's Ye.
It's Ye. Oh,
excuse
who does
me?
that?
Jonathan.
Food God. Yeah.
Food God.
I mean,
I'm
Jonathan.
sorry, let me apologize.
Food God legally changed his name.
In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. I'm sorry.
Are there any rules about like changing your name? Like,
no.
You can just change.
I'm pretty sure you could just change it.
Like, what if you change it? You can't change it to fuck. Like,
yes, you can.
You probably could. Snoop Dogg changed his name to Snoop Lion for a while. I don't think that was legally blinding.
I didn't even do that. He was smoking some shit. Took a big hit.
Doggy Dog, Snoop Lion.
Like, would you
Snoop
change
Lion.
it's like you changing your name to Rhea.
I just wouldn't do that. Because everyone calls me Rhea anyway. Why do I need to
that's
legally
exactly
change
what
it?
this is.
When he converted to Rastafarianism, he changed his name to Snoop Lion.
Okay.
But that was his stage name. I don't think he's ever legally changed his name. Kanye changing his name legally, also apparently, according to Forbes, could make him more money.
Why?
This Forbes article says, while Ye's decision to rename himself appears motivated by matters of identity and self-expression, the name change is also likely to serve his business interests, according to experts of marketing, branding, and reputation management. Authenticity is what drives relevance today, and the biggest risk for a fashion brand is not to be relevant, says Angelique Ruers, CEO of a consulting firm called Bold House. What's so beautiful about this
Bold
is that
House?
Bold House.
Oh.
What do you
H-A-U-S,
think?
Bold House.
What do you think?
I was thinking of the Hills. Bolt.
Oh, yes. Bold with a D.
Okay.
What's so beautiful about this is that this is even more authentically Kanye, because this is what his inner circle has called him for a long time. It's an authentic evolution of his brand. That evolution could boost his already considerable fortune. He's estimated to be worth around $1.8 billion, with $1.5 coming from Yeezy sneaker empire. And it says if he's doing something that garners attention from the media and therefore drives awareness among consumers, and he's doing it in a way that connects his brand to his sneaker business and drives interest in it. By shortening his name to a single syllable, the 44-year-old Ye is following in the footsteps of global brands and high-growth startups that trim their names to sound savvier and appeal to younger demographics. Single syllables are easier to communicate and have a cool factor within entertainment and the populace today. So just historically, I guess they're saying that maybe companies have better off when they're like one strong buzz hit name. So like if Ye starts creating
Like Seal.
Like
all
Gap.
different stuff.
Yeah.
Well, he already is.
Okay.
He
That's
already
what I'm
is
saying.
Gap.
Maybe that's where he got
Yeah,
it from.
Gap.
Yeah.
Ye.
So you know
be
what?
better. than
Yep.
Gap.
Let's all respect him and shout out to Ye West.
Not even Ye West.
Sorry, just Ye. Oh,
It's
my God.
just-
Rid of the last name.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't realize that.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
kind of. Don't you
Yeah.
need a last name?
You don't need one.
I don't think so. I don't
Zendaya,
know.
she has a last name, but we only call her Zendaya.
Yeah. But when
But
she,
legally,
on her
she probably
ID,
has
like,
a-
there's
yeah.
the last name.
How? I don't know. He said, I am the being formerly known as Kanye
Nick
West.
Lovin?
I am Ye. Which makes me think he now just wants to be Ye.
You know
Nothing
what?
else.
Fine.
On the other side of this, I think Kim Kardashian West is not changing her name.
I was going to say that works out for her then, because she can keep West and he's just Ye.
Also,
He won't have it
are
anymore.
There are murmurs I saw that like people think they're like getting back together.
No, they're not.
No, I think that they're just doing a good job taking care of their kids together. That's all.
Do you think
Taking them to
he's
school.
doing a good job?
I'm sure
I feel
he
like
is.
he's living in a stadium. Like,
Is he still there?
I don't know.
That's a
don't
great
think-
question.
I
I
don't
actually
think
have
he
no
is.
idea.
Yeah,
He
people
can't
kind of
sti-
forgot.
He can't still
We
be
would
there.
know. We would know if he was still there.
He can't still be there.
But he was. I love that he's like, I'm staying here till I finish the album, and then he just leaves, and the album's not finished.
Release it, Ye.
Yeah. We got a great interview with the winners of Love Island US, Olivia and Korey. And unfortunately, when Love Island comes to an end, you know that the summer is kind of dwindling down.
Yeah.
You know that is what's happening, but you want to extend these days, folks. Drag them out for as long as you can. It's still hot out. It's still beach weather. Get out there, grab your Coors Light, and make sure you are making the most of the rest of your summer. Coors Light is the official beer of slowing down summer. It's the perfect cold refreshment when you want to chill. Summer's always the shortest. It sucks. Goes by so fast. But we know that you all want to make the most of it. So do we. So therefore, as the beer that's made to chill, jump right in. Get those ice cold Coors Lights. Pack them in. I kind of went with the Philly accent there.
I did.
For a
I
second.
I
don't know,
felt
I sounded
it.
like Ed. I'm
Yeah.
watching too much of the challenge.
I felt it.
I felt it too. You pack those in your cooler, take them down to the beach, and you will be so happy because that Saturday, as you sit there all day long, it'll go on so much longer. That's what we're going to be doing. Gonna have that Coors Light ready to go this weekend, making sure that I make the most of this weekend. It's mountain cold refreshment made to chill, cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged. Coors Light is literally the only beer made to chill. It's as crisp and refreshing as the Colorado Rockies. And like I said, folks, It's the official beer of slowing down summer. Because as the beer that's made to chill, we want you to savor every single second of summer. So get Coors Light in the new look delivered straight to your door with Drizzly or Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/chicks. Always celebrate responsibly. This is coming from the Coors Brewing Company in Golden, Colorado.
All right, everyone. We are here with two very special guests. We have the Love Island winners, Olivia and Korey. Thank you for joining us, guys. You look great.
Of course. Thanks for having us.
Has it gotten old yet? I mean, it's been like a week or so now, but is it starting to set in that you guys actually won Love Island?
I would say for me, no.
No.
I haven't thought so much about it because it's literally, so we flew back from Hawaii on Monday, and then we were all at our houses for like 2 days, and then we all flew straight out here to New York City, and we've just been running around just doing stuff here. So it's been like go back to back. But
yeah, it's been a whirlwind. And also I think that, all the Islanders left at different times, right? So it's amazing because we're in New York obviously right now, and seeing everyone is so amazing, but we're exhausted because we just left the island 5 days ago, and everyone else had like 2 weeks, 3 weeks to like kind of refresh. So we're like, guys, give us a second. But yeah, no, I mean, it's honestly amazing. And like, I'm so happy and thankful to be here with everyone. We're all a big family, so.
I like it. I just chugged like 2 energy drinks back to back. So.
which he doesn't need, by the way. This boy has energy.
I love it. How's New York? Where are you guys from?
So I'm from Alaska, but I live currently in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Okay, so New York is a big switch up from Alaska.
Oh.
Yeah, you could say so. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen like a building as tall as even the smallest building here in Alaska. So, but I mean, the vibes here are so cool, like such high vibes. And the city's like amazing. I rode the subway for the first time, and it's like the little things, but I'm just like, that like is amazing. It's like sentimental to me,
they're
so
still excited about the subway.
I was just going to say, I love it.
Not
Nothing
being
like
excited
hearing
about
someone be excited to ride the subway.
It's just the little things like the subway. Okay, sure. Enjoy it.
Yeah,
as I'm like glamorous over here with the eyelashes, I'm like, subway for me.
I'm from Virginia Beach, and I've been there literally like my whole entire life. So I think I came here once when I was like 20 with a bunch of my little skateboard friends, and we were just running around. But yeah, now that we're like old enough, able to go out and like enjoy the nightlife and just like really appreciate everything, it's crazy. Like the other day we were in the subway, and I'm like, yo, how the freak did they build this? Like,
you can curse.
Oh, I can cuss. Oh shit! All right, but I say what the freak anyways.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't curse on the show, so that was his thing.
Yeah, I was just making you feel comfortable.
No.
You're good.
This man says what the freak anyway.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy because like you see him and he like has these tattoos. He looks like kind of hard, whatever. And then he's like, "What the freak?" And we're like,
"Love it.
Makes sense."
What the heck?
I know, right? Dang.
But yeah, no. I mean, I'm excited to go explore today, like I said, because of course we came and brought the rain from Hilo here because the hurricane was happening or whatever. And I mean, it didn't stop us, but.
Have y'all been to Hilo or Hawaii out there?
Never been to Hawaii, but I will say from
not.
watching this season, it certainly seems like it rains a lot. Like every episode, I'm like, have they gotten any nice days? I feel like it rained the entire time you guys were there.
So it was weird. Like,
every day.
Yeah, it would legit rain like 5 or 6 times a day. And the way it was set up, like, you could look out into the ocean and it would just be like this big circle where it was dark, and you could literally see the rain.
It's like a looming cloud.
Yeah, like the rain coming down, and you look over and then it's sunny right next to it. So it would pour for like 5 minutes and then it would be completely sunny. But I will say every time we had like a sad moment, like a recoupling or something like that, this rain is just yanking down on us. I'm like, yo, how is this possible?
The producers must have loved that.
It set the scene.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'd imagine there was but it was funny watching you guys because it's like even trying to like sit somewhere, sit on a couch, like it's like you have to check to make sure it's like not super damp before you just
might as well just go in the pool.
No,
ruin
honestly,
your nice
like,
outfits.
No, literally, and also like I mean, all of it was amazing, like no complaints. But
everyone got.
We would like be sitting on these like the bean bags. They were in the rain, and like you know what sour towel smells like?
Yes.
Yeah. Like wet laundry or something.
So we were like, we don't want to sit in anything because it's not okay. And like, so basically we had two spots: yellow couch, blue couch.
Yeah.
Our kitchen.
Everything.
So we eat Oreos every day.
Well, we want to talk about the
Yeah.
show a little bit with you guys. Obviously, you guys won, but you didn't start off as a couple. You guys were more friends, and it wasn't until after Casa Amor that you guys started to show that you liked each other. Now, were there feelings secretly in the beginning? Obviously, you know, you guys are friends, and you're like, oh, no, we're just friends. But on the inside, you're like, I'm thinking something else.
Yeah, I would say for me, like, obviously, like, the first day coming in, she was standing first in line. So I look at her first before anyone else. I'm like, damn, this girl is gorgeous. So there was always like a physical attraction there. But I think we're both tied up with something else. Like she was down trying to make things work with Giovanni. I'm trying to make things work with whoever, literally. So we were just, oh my God. So we're just like on two separate timelines. And then it's crazy too, like right after Casa Amor is when we both finally like were free from whoever we were trying to make things work with, and that's when we started to explore like that romantic connection. But honestly, I think it worked better that way because at the first couple of weeks you're out there, like we established such a strong friendship bond, and there was no pressure, no expectations with any of that. So some of the other couples, they like immediately went into it, and I feel like they might have been pressured to act a certain way or do certain stuff, you know, but with us, it was super like relaxed, and then, yeah, just worked out. So,
Yeah. And like to add to that, like, you know, y'all see 1 hour a day, which actually there is a lot of episodes truly, but you see 1 hour. And so I think, you know, they go with the best storyline, which makes sense. So, you know, even though me and Korey were maybe flirty since like day, like whatever, like the beginning. I mean, he said that basically day 3, he like was like, and that's how I was as well. But then, like I said, there was always something. There was either Giovanni, and like, you know, I was really trying to put all my effort into Giovanni to see if that was going to be something. So I don't have a wandering eye. So I was like, okay. And then, you know, then there's and then, you know, the line continues. But me and him did have like a thing before Florida came in. And I don't know if that was shown. I haven't watched the show. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, Florida came in and he did tell me, he's like, look, I'm not going to do the Cinco, Cash, Trina love triangle. So, you know, I want to I want to go all in on her. And I was like, no, respect. Like, I see you and, you know, do what's best for you because we're friends first. I want you to be happy. So he did that and that played out how it did. And then after that, we had a thing again. And then Casa Amor literally, like, Casa Amor happened like that. And it was like, all right, it was his birthday, actually. So we went to Casa Amor, and that's when I just like, you know what, like I'd rather do this experience and be true to myself and take the risk than just like coast through it because that's just not me. And so I did it, and thank God it worked out for me. But like, I mean, who would have thought? So there was basically what I'm saying is that it kind of came out of nowhere maybe on the show, but it wasn't out of nowhere.
Right. I mean, it worked out for you guys. And I feel like sometimes we see on these shows, example that comes to mind, Love Island UK season 5 with Curtis and Amy. Running it back. Curtis and Amy, they were so strong from the beginning. And then as it got to the end, Curtis was like, oh, shit, I put all my marbles into one basket. And now I think I want to explore other options. And sometimes when people do that right at the beginning, they didn't get to see what else was out there. You guys saw what else was out there, but you always came back to each other, which is nice.
Yeah.
And I do think that like going into it, we both had stuff to work on ourselves. So we're separate, like growing as individuals, like learning all these different things about ourselves. And then after we kind of like fix ourselves and fix our past traumas or whatever, then that's when we're able to come together and really like grow as couples, you know?
Who was after Casa Amor? Yeah, after Casa Amor, who was really the first one to like take that first step to seeing like if you could be more than friends? Was that you? Like, cause I think when we watched it, it seemed like it was Olivia, but I'm not like I wonder if that's how it really went down.
My interpretation of it is that obviously I went back with you know what I was gonna say. I was like, so this is what I'm doing, you know, and even though like producers were not for it, to be honest, like, you know, I did that and I was like, no, I'm going back single, and I was, you know, questioned why. And I was like, I don't know. It feels right. So I'm doing it. And I did it. And I'm very happy I did. But when I came back, I remember walking down the stairs and I remember you were sitting on the couch and you were just like what? Yeah. You're like, yo, no way. And I was like, and then, you know, he of course coupled up with Leslie. And, you know, I was like, all right, it is what it is. Like, if he likes her, then that's great. I'll go home. I thought I was going to go home in 30 minutes after I got back. But, I made the bed and I was like, okay, cool. Like, I'm cool with that. But I was the one after Casa Amor to be like, I was very honest and blunt about how I felt. And, I don't know. How do you feel?
Yeah, now, I can't really remember who like made the first move, but obviously like before going into Casa Amor, like we both knew that we had a connection for each other. But like I said, our timelines just never met up. So it was after Casa Amor, I think, when after Leslie left, it kind of made both of us, we're both finally single again.
Yeah.
So let's really just like put 100% towards this and see what happens. And yeah, it was great. And honestly, like for me, the whole time that she was gone during Casa Amor, I'm sitting here thinking like, dang, I actually really miss this girl. Like, I wonder if she's feeling the same. And then she came back and told me that she was talking about me nonstop over there and that she missed me as well. So yeah, this worked out and I'm happy.
It's kind of crazy. Like, I mean, I honestly, like, I was hoping for the best, but I was not expecting that to be the outcome. So I'm like, dang, like, honestly, like, follow your heart and your gut. Like, first of all, women's intuition knows all. So I feel like I knew something, but I was like, all right, here, I'm going to risk it all.
I thought she was going home because I've always felt like if you weren't in a couple, like especially coming back from Casa Amor, I thought they were literally going to tell her like, all right, pack your bags and go home. So I was just like, dang, man, that's freaking wild. So I'm glad to let you stay. But
yeah, me too.
Yeah, and we're glad you guys decided to take that plunge because you're right there. Historically on this show too, it feels like any time that there is a friendship or a friendship couple or whatever it is, when they try and cross that line, it doesn't work or communication gets lost. How familiar were you guys with this show before you went on? Did you watch before? Did you not watch before? Or did you go in being like, I'm just gonna wing it?
Yeah. So for me, I never watched the show at all. I think like when I got to Hawaii, I was sitting in the hotel room and I was like, all right, let me see what this thing's about actually. Cause like, I know the title of it, Love Island. So I kind of had like a understanding of what it was about. But yeah, I watched like 5 minutes of a clip and I was like, holy shit, what did I just get myself into? But like, I went in there like with no expectations, honestly. But yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is like, I went in there and learned so much about myself and then I came out with Olivia. So it was like a win-win for me, but I had no idea what was going to happen at all.
Yeah, and for me, like I watched a couple of UK episodes, like maybe 5. I mean, whatever, like first season.
Yeah.
And then I didn't watch it at all because I don't know, I just didn't. And then in the hotel room, we had to quarantine for 30 days before the show, which was absolutely
that's
wild time.
That's a full ass month.
We were basically prepped for like, yeah. I mean, honestly, I was like, do you want us crazy? Because here we go.
Yeah.
But so in the hotel room, I did binge watch the first and second season, but I already was in it at this point. So I was like, well, it is what it is. Like, there's no turning back for me. And, and it looked fun. It was fun for me. And I'm ready for love. I wanted love, like I was ready for that. Maybe I was, too intense going into it, but I will say that I'm a bold chick and I know what I want. So.
And it worked out in the end, so you really don't have to apologize for it at all because look at you guys now. You said, you guys are all family. You were spending time together in New York. Leaving the house, who were you guys the closest with? Because I think from my standpoint, watching, like I loved, Olivia, your friendship with Cash was so great. Like you guys just always had her back and vice versa, which I loved.
Yeah. No, yeah, Cash is literally my ride or die. Me and her walked in together, and I think they did that for a purpose. I think they just knew that we are so like compatible as friends. And I mean, she's amazing. Like she's just, I've never met anyone like her, nor do I think I ever will meet anyone like her again. And we're amazing. We both lift each other up, especially, with leaving the island. And there's a lot of crazy things that, social media is crazy, So I just love that we still have each other's back in the day. And we know who we are and we know our hearts. And I mean, she's a boss ass chick and I'm obsessed with her. Also, I don't know if this is shown, but me and Trina also are so close as well. So I would say that my two best friends in the house are Trina and Cash for girls. And yeah, I mean, we all have each other's back and like, we're also similar, but we're different. So, yeah.
I love the way you just spoke about her. Like, I think that's just so nice. It seems like you guys have a really great friendship.
No, we also have the best time together too. We're mature, we talk, we like educate ourselves and we like learn about each other. And then we're like, no, let's turn up, let's go. So we have a good time.
Best of both worlds.
Right?
But for me, honestly, everyone, but I think my main like best guy friend was Jeremy,
Yeah.
of course.
Obviously.
So I feel like, yeah, like our vibes are the same. We're just both this goofy, just wilding out, just dancing and just doing like stupid stuff the whole entire time. So he actually lives here in New York. So it was dope to come and see his hometown, everything like that. But literally everyone so quickly you get so close to, like Christian, for instance, he was the first one to leave and we knew him for 4 days. And when he left the house, like I got a lump in my throat and I'm like, yo, how is this even possible? Like I'm getting super sap over a dude that I just met 4 days ago. He's just going back home. Like I'm going to see him again. Yeah. So it's just crazy. Like when you're in that environment, your emotions and feelings are like intensified by like 200. So yeah, but Jeremy, that's my main guy friend, and then Josh, of course. So it was great seeing everyone, you know.
Yeah, there was a lot of ups and downs this season, you know, of course, like, you know, Josh and Shannon had to leave and then Cash is gone. And it's just, there was a lot of eliminations that I think fans were like, oh shit, I can't believe these people aren't going to make it to the end. You guys made it, but Olivia, you were always a little skeptical about some of the other guys. You know, you have your girls back, you have Kira's back, you have Cash's back, Trina's back, everybody. With Kira and Will, what do you think was the issue? Like, what did you guys think was kind of the issue there towards the end? Because it still felt like even towards the end, everyone was still a little shaky on his intentions.
Yeah. You know, I just feel like Kira, I'm 29, okay? Yeah. So I've been through it. I've dated, you know, great guys, mostly bad. But, you know, so I've seen it all. So I'm just very protective over my girls, especially Kira. She's such a light and she's so positive. And I just never wanted her to get taken advantage of. So when she's voicing to me question, I want to like talk it fully out with her. I'm like, why do you feel this way? Like, you know, and fortunately, the show is about our feelings. It's about love. It's about diving into each other's drama. Like that is what it is, you know? So in the normal world, I don't really go there, but like, you know, let's go to the yellow couch. Let's chat. So, but I will say that even just leaving the island, they're like, I think better than ever and they're strong. And I think that, you know, everyone makes mistakes and I mean, who am I to like judge someone? You know what I mean? Like that's his mistake. He learned from it. They're moving forward. And he's like, honestly, like an amazing guy. He really, truly is. There's a reason I liked him in the villa at one point. And yeah, I mean, I think they're stronger than ever. And just watching them like move around New York, like they're very happy, you know?
Yeah,
so. That's great.
Now, what's up next?
I know that's like not maybe the answer you want.
No, but you're supporting.
Yes. Understandable.
Right. What's up next for you two as a couple? Now you're out of the villa. You're not from the same state. What's going to be the move?
Just traveling, honestly, just like doing things like this. We all just meet up. And right now it's just all of us in a group. But, you know, like me and her, I feel like we're both in a position in life to where we can just get up and go to like Greece or something the next day or just do spontaneous stuff like that. So that's what I'm all about. And she is as well, you know. So my biggest thing is I've never been out of the country before. So I need to go to freaking Egypt at some point. But yeah, so I just want to travel around with Olivia and just make memories and like see the world. Like growing up my whole entire life, I've been like stuck in my career and stuff like that. So I never really got an opportunity to like go out and see what's out there.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like Olivia, she's gonna be fun to do that with. So I'm definitely stoked for it.
I know. I'm like Egypt. I'm like, dang. But yeah, no, I think that like just like you said, like I mean, there's no pressure. It's crazy. Like I feel like every relationship I've ever been in, there's some kind of pressure from either me or him or whatever. And us just being friends, like I think it's underrated nowadays that like you should be friends with who you date, right? And yeah, like I think that there's no pressure. So we're taking it day by day, but also, you know, we're having so much fun. Like, I don't know. I mean,
yeah, I would say too, like, we're kind of taking what we had in the villa outside of it. Like in the villa, at first there was no pressure, no expectations, but we still were attracted to each other and grew closer, like gravitated towards. And you know that works out perfectly. So I feel like we're doing that in the outside world. Like obviously we like each other and we want to like push things, but there's no pressure or like expectation to like rush into it, you know, like she said, take things day by day. And
I feel there's more pressure from like the comments and like
Oh, yeah.
our photos are like,
Oh no! I mean,
Rinna,
I was gonna.
Rinna on
It was
What
about
are
to
you
be for
dating?
me.
I'm
Like the pressure's about to be coming for me. I'm like, so like, are you girlfriend, boyfriend? What's the deal? Like, because there is such a pressure, I think, coming off the show from the fans, especially US, because there aren't any couples from any of the other seasons that are still together. So I think people
Right.
want they're really rooting for a success.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think like it happens when it happens. And I will say that like in the villa, we easily could have made it official. But like to me, I'm like, a title is important to me, I will say, because I think it establishes boundaries.
Yeah.
But I also think that, I want it to be organic and authentic and real, just like I've always been the whole entire show. So whether, people want to pressure me or not, I don't really care, because I'm like, we are going to do what's best for us, and we want to have no pressure, and we want it to be exciting and real. So when
Yeah.
he does ask me, it's like, that's real, and we can back that up.
And I think we'll find out on Instagram probably. Thank you guys for joining us. Where can everyone follow your Instagram so they can keep up to find out when it happens?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Olivia and Kaiser.
And I think mine's just Korey_Gandy. So,
Awesome.
Super simple.
Beautiful.
Awesome. Well,
Thank you, girls.
I know, we're so happy that you guys came to talk to us. Sorry we didn't plan this a little better. We would have loved to have you in person, but next time you guys are in New York, we'll catch up and
come say hi.
get a little update on how life
We'll have
is.
to do like a little couple thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
like all the places you go. Yeah, I would love it. We'd love to hear it. Would be great. A little Love Island roundtable.
Yes. Where are they now?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll host it.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you guys,
so much.
Thank you.
All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. We hope you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy these final days of August. We love you guys. Subscribe on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, wherever you're listening. We'll talk to you on Monday.